Alright, got a review, I guess, of my finished RX-178 Gundam Mk-II, master grade, A.E.U.G, I don't know, whatever. At any rate, let's take a look, see at how this guy turned out. And, whoa, here we go. Alright. Now, this is my first master grade Gundam model. He is actually my third Gundam model that I've ever put together. And, yeah, I enjoy the master grade model, but I'll tell you right now, I do not like water transfer decals. It's not a matter of them applying, it's a matter of them staying on once they're applied. I don't know the significance of water transfer decals, but they don't like to stay on. And I've had several fall off. Fortunately, I still have them, but I'm not sure what I can do about reapplying them. Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple of the, let's see if I can get the shield off here, a couple of things that the master grade has, which I've went over in other reviews. As I've said before, the water transfer decals that come with it, and I've showed, whoops, that the, drop a little piece here, the pieces like the shield slides and all that jazz. I enjoyed putting it together. The pieces were bigger, so getting in to put in the panel lines with my pens was easy. The water transfer chrome decals do look nice, although I'm not sure. Wow, that's blown out. That's really hot on the whites are coming across really hot on the camera. Hopefully you can see okay. The chrome pieces look nice. Don't get me wrong, but 178 there and on the top, but they don't like to stay on, and I'm not really happy about that. So posability on this is great. You can just do just about everything you want with them. I like to do martial arts types poses. You know, you can see right there. I mean, the type of posability you can do with these guys is really astounding. And I was impressed with the detail, specifically how the legs and the arms articulate. And I think I picked this guy up, I don't remember what I said, like $60 or something. So I don't feel ripped off at all. It was a lot of fun to put together. I ended up actually using some crazy glue in a couple pieces to keep them on specifically, and I don't know if this is indicative of all Gundam models. This piece right here loved to fall off the helmet. So I actually put some crazy glue on the inside and then stuck it in. And it has since not fallen off. Now, like I said earlier, I had several water transfer decals left on one of my sheets. Right here. This is the same as on the shield, and these are on some other pieces, and I didn't even use this E1, either of those. So I don't know if that's just because they use this for multiple units, which is possible, or what. Also, I had this water transfer decal left, and there's a little silver triangle that was left as well. And then on the sticker pack, these two red decals up here were left. This was left, and then there's one little block there. These are actually pretty cool. I could not find even any pictures where they might go. So again, I don't know if this sheet is used for multiple Gundam models or what. So I got a couple questions from some people on the equipment I've been using. To do my panel lines, I use a micron marker. Now I know there's Gundam markers and all that stuff, but I found that I've used micron when I was in art college. They're a very good pen. I use the 005 for my panel lines, which is actually, and I don't know if you can see now, the font's too small. It's 0.2 of a millimeter. So as you can see there, that's about as fine a tip as you can get. I mean, well, the focal length on this camera, as I've said before, once it's focused, you're stuck with it. It's half the size of this metal. Maybe you can see it. But you can make the chrome out. The black's probably kind of blurry. It's half the size of the chrome. So that gets in everything. You probably can't see here, but all these vents, I've got each of the panel lines individual. It's solid. It's a really solid pen. You can get these cheap. I buy them any art store. If you live in a major city, you should have an art store. If you're lucky, you'll live near a college and they'll have an art store if they have an art department. These can go anywhere from 75 cents to $1.25. Michael's, which is an arts and crafts store, also carries these. You can get these ranging up to, I believe, micron goes up to 1/4 of an inch in thickness. Obviously that won't work on markers for the models, but there's a wide variety, and they range from, like I said, about 75 cents, 50 cents to, you know, $1.75. I'll buy 5 or 6 of these at a time for other things that I do, and they've been, this is the first time I bought a 0.2 millimeter one. I've not had use for it, but the technical pens have come in really handy for the panel lines. I have switched at the suggestion of somebody else to a specialized X-Acto blade. You can replace the blade. I bought this Excel pack, I think, at Michael's Arts and Crafts store or Hobby World, one of the two. And I think I paid like $3 and it came with 5 blades or whatever. So it's a very comfortable grip too. It's like a rubberized grip, and this has been really handy. Now I have a medical grade tweezers. Now I don't think they're used for anything medical, but I had these for other projects, and these tweezers are extremely fine, and you can't even see, but the tips are millimeters thick, specifically for very technical placement of items. Versions of these are actually used in those models that are boats that are built in bottles. So, got a set of those. I have a nice set of tweezers that are reverse pressure, which means they stay closed unless you put pressure on them, and you can put them there and they can hold an object while you paint it. So this is a handy tool as well. I used that, and last but not least, okay, I have a grip. Now this is a grip type tweezer. Inside these little teeth are grips. Now this is handy when I'm applying a water decal and I need to hold the item close, and I'm transferring it with this other tweezers, or if I'm doing a panel line and I need to hold the item individually and this puts too much pressure on it. Because of the ridges on here, the grip is really, really good, and I found that very handy to use on these types of models. So overall, I give this a good benefit, or a thumbs up. It took me probably a total of 20 hours to do it from start to finish. I did a little bit of painting that you probably can't see. Overall, the high gloss plastic looks great. The chrome decals look great. Being able to attach the extra ammo pack on the skirt here, and I can attach the rifle on the skirt here. Actually, I don't remember how to do that. No, I got to move him out of the way. Scoot this down. You can attach the rifle on there. So, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I'd recommend you picking this model up if you get a chance. It was a good first grade. I'm looking to do Gundam Wing next. That's the Gundam series that I actually seen, the only thing I'm familiar with. I'd like to get the perfect grade for that. I'm willing to drop some dough if I can get my hands on one, but everywhere I look it's sold out. So, at any rate, I'll check back in if I get another model. I've been browsing around online. I think I'll buy one in the next couple weeks, but I've enjoyed watching everybody else's model building videos, and I look forward to seeing what other people do. I've got a little custom project I might do with another version of this, where I do some painting of the frame that's all white and then a navy blue armor, but I'm still kind of working on that. So I'll check in with that if I ever decide to go forward. Till next time, enjoy.